right, here we go. The original.
Here we go. Two of us. Is there only one camera today? Okay, two of us.
All right, so welcome to Pals Pod 2.0.
So apparently I was sick because I guess I got everybody else sick. Is that what's happened here?
As you can see, we're in the missing man formation right now.
Oh,
Nobody here.
we got a little one-on-one right here.
Gabriel was sick last week and
I really wasn't sick last week.
took the whole team down.
I'm busting balls. I really wasn't sick, but everybody's got stuff going on. They couldn't make it. Me and Eddie picking up the slack. I mean, I love hearing myself talk. Obviously.
So. It's what we do.
All right,
All right,
you're running point guard though.
Yeah.
You're running point guard.
All right, so we got episode 13, Jimmy.
Episode 13.
Isn't 13 a bad luck number?
I think in an elevator in a hotel, it's a bad luck.
How about there's no floors in hotels, in
Yeah, I
certain
noticed
hotels?
that.
There's no 13th.
I noticed that again when I was at the Hard Rock this weekend.
So this is either going to be the best episode ever or the worst.
I mean, it's not going to be the best episode ever. There's no way.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the best episode ever, I don't think. I mean, it's probably going to be good.
So if we had a lot of money like Dave, we could actually just do our own podcast.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be as good without Dave and Mikey and Nick.
I agree.
And Brian, and Cassie was good that we brought. I mean, I think everybody is
Makes
good.
the podcast.
That
Yeah, 100%.
it makes the show. Like if it was just you and me, it would be a totally different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so guess what, Gabe?
What?
In Mikey's honor,
Okay.
we have breaking news.
Oh, I like this. Okay. All right.
So from our fearless leader, President Donald J. Trump,
The man.
every American making under, I believe, $200,000 a year
Okay.
is going to receive a $2,000 tariff check
Stipend.
in the mail.
Okay. Love it.
Do you think the Democrats would love that?
I mean, they love free money.
They
I
do.
mean, they'll probably put him down because it comes from him. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't looked to see where he's pulling that out of. Like, I don't know if that comes directly from the tariffs. Like, I haven't actually looked at any of it. But you know me, blind faith. I trust President Trump until I don't. You know what I mean?
100%.
If it's coming out of everybody else's pockets, and like, you know, we're not going to fund something that needs to be funded, then it's a different conversation. But President Trump has not given me any reason not to trust him yet, you know, based upon all the things that he said he's going to do over the last, you know, I guess 10 years I've
just been watching comments, obviously on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the comments that people are saying is best president of my lifetime.
Yes.
Only president in my lifetime that is actually, whether it's wrong or right, doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yes.
And I just keep reading comments and comments and comments. And
it's funny you say that because the Democrats, when you go online and you read all the drivel that they post, all of them even say, well, who's surprised? Who's surprised? He's doing with their blue hair and their ridiculous Rainbow Coalition shirts. Who's surprised? Like, this is exactly what he said he was going to do. Even they give him props that he's doing exactly what he said he would do.
And you know what's crazy? Like a lot of people say, he could cure cancer.
Yeah.
The only thing they have now to hang their hat on, open the Epstein files. Oh, put the Epstein files.
Yeah, now it's the fake
That's
Epstein
all
files.
they say.
And what they don't realize is that if you go back like the 12, 13 years ago, when that FBI agent, I think it was FBI agent, he was interviewing everybody. Trump was the only one that came forth that gave all of the information. Every question the guy asked, Trump gave him. That was a real thing that really happened. And nobody ever goes to that and says, oh, he cooperated. He was the only one that, like, he's not one of a couple. He was the only one. This is what that guy said. He's the only one that cooperated with the investigation. Yeah. And they're still trying to, you know,
pin him on this,
say that
pin him on
Trump
that.
diddled kids. Like it's so frustrating to have to lie your way through things. Like, they want to be right so bad, they don't want to be correct. Do you understand the difference? I can't stand people that want to be right so bad. Like, they want their opinion to be right more than they want to actually be correct. Jimmy and I had a conversation the other day where we were talking about, just like, if I'm wrong and you educate me, then now I'm educated and now I believe what you said. Because if I walk through life thinking that 3 + 3 is 7, and you show me that it's 6. Well, now I'm smart enough to realize that it's 6. These people they're going to try and fight their way to 3 + 3 being 7. It's the same way with a man's a woman and a woman's a man. They're literally changing the definitions of words. Yeah. It's so crazy to me the way that these people are. I don't get it. I'm like the most arrogant person ever, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, you win.
All right, so speaking of free money,
yeah,
we have some more breaking news.
Okay.
They were just voting in the House.
Yes.
217, it has passed. We're going to reopen the government.
Yeah. Guess who all the nays were? All Democrats except for 2 Republicans. And somehow they're saying that the Republicans are the ones that are shutting down the government.
It looks like 6.
All of them were voting no to keep the government closed.
It looks like 6 Democrats flipped and voted to open the
Jake
government.
Tapper the other night on CNN, pretty sure that's his name, the left-wing guy on CNN.
Yeah.
He said, well, actually the Democrats, us Democrats, are the ones that are holding everything up. And the lady was like, no, that's not. He's like, no. For the last, 3 presidencies, we've always blamed it on the group, which were the Republicans, that were holding up the vote to keep the government closed as the ones that were the problem. You don't get to move the goalposts now when it's Democrats that are voting no and say that it's not the Democrats. And I appreciated that. That was somebody who, even though he disagrees with Trump, he disagrees with you, disagrees with me, he's still saying it's my party that's keeping the government closed. I don't know why it's so hard it's like the abortion issue we always talk about. You're killing a baby. You're stopping a life. Like, you might think it's okay, but admit that you're stopping a life.
Yeah.
If you didn't abort the baby, you'd have a kid in 9 months. Like,
I definitely want to see the 2 Republicans that voted no.
I know. They're well, if they're
not that Trump holds a
if they're not already
vendetta.
On Trump's if they're not already on Trump's shit list, I can assure you that they will be.
Yeah.
I wonder who it was. If it had been the Senate, it would have been Rand Paul, because Rand Paul's he's one of those guys.
It's probably like Maine or Vermont. Remember that lady that was up there that went against, and he's like, I hope you find another career. Remember, he was going to go to the judge.
It's such a nightmare. It's such a nightmare. But the thing with Trump, the thing with Trump that's so good is that he just does not give a shit.
No,
like, he's just going to do whatever he thinks is best
for the country,
no matter what.
For the country. Yeah,
exactly. No matter what. I mean, we've had this conversation multiple times. The guy's worth billions of dollars. The last thing he needs is to put himself and his family in harm's way.
Losing money.
I mean,
loses money being the president.
Yeah, I mean, people get
he might gain it in other ways, but
no, he's losing money. Yeah. Oh, he's 100% losing money. He's not. He was worth $8 billion before he went in, and now he's worth like 5. I mean, it's not even close.
So speaking of President Trump, he was at your beloved Redskins game.
Yes, he was at the Redskins game. Hail to the Redskins.
So
another loss, by the way.
Yeah. Not a great effort.
God, so brutal.
So
I did hit my over 28.5 points though for the Parlay with the Detroit Lions. Pretty sure that was in the first half.
I think you were short by like a point.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
was
I think they had like 28.
Okay, was it 28 at the half?
Yeah. Okay, so Amon-Ra St. Brown scores a touchdown in the third quarter.
Yes.
Gets up, looks for President Trump's booth.
Yes.
And does the dance.
And then 2 other guys came and did with him. Do you know what happened yesterday or today?
Tell me.
He came out and apologized for doing the dance. He had to go out and apologize for doing the Trump dance. Like, just to the public.
In general?
Yes, because somebody got a hold of him and said, well, it looks like you're promoting President Trump.
Yeah, so he caved. He caved.
Yeah, so he essentially
Joey Bosa didn't cave. Bosa
he did come out and say,
Nick
well,
Bosa.
Bosa's a Republican, he doesn't
care. Yeah, Nick Bosa.
But he came out and he said, listen, the President of the United States was there. I would have done, if any president had a dance, I would have done his dance. He's like, but I'm sorry if I offended anybody. He should have just said,
it's all in good spirit.
If you're offended, you're the problem, is what he should have said.
Correct.
Why are you getting offended at something like that?
It's awesome.
Like, the guy scored a touchdown. That's the way he wanted to celebrate the touchdown. He wanted to give an homage to the president that was there.
UFC fighters do it when they knock people out. They go out and get the belt. They put the belt over Trump.
Well, they're also big Trump people.
Yeah,
I think
it's just awesome.
I think what Amon-Ra St. Brown is I think his thing is maybe he's not a Republican.
He caught some heat.
So he definitely
caught
some
heat,
flack
for sure.
And instead of doubling down the way that the Bosas would have, he said, "Okay, I don't want to offend anybody. I was just having fun." Blah blah blah. But that's the problem nowadays, is that everything you do is so magnified upon, oh, well, he must agree with every single thing that President Trump did because he did a 7-second dance in the end zone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think these things have anything to do with one another. He just did a dance that everybody knows.
It's funny because Trump went up in the booth too. Did you see him? He went up. He's doing play-by-play.
He wasn't great at the play-by-play.
No, he wasn't great. He was like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah,
and that's
he's
great.
like, "Oh, this is outstanding. This is great. Oh, he's a beautiful player, beautiful team.
Yeah.
Josh Harris here is doing a fantastic job here." And I'm just like, God,
Yeah.
Trump, just say Redskins one time. Please say Redskins one time. And he didn't.
You know what was amazing? The flyby from U.S. Air Force One.
I didn't see that during
Oh
the
my
game.
God! When it just went right over the stadium.
I saw
whole
a
place
video
just
of
went
it.
crazy.
I thought that it was AI, so that really happened.
Yeah, no, it was
Okay.
real. Yeah.
Wow. How about the AI thing? I mean, we never know it's AI anymore. Jimmy, you're really like technologically advanced. Can you tell when something's AI every time?
For the most part.
I mean, is it 7 out of 10? Oh, you're really that high?
Every now and then something really sneak it.
Yeah.
Do you like flybys?
What the?
Flybys for national anthems.
Oh,
for...
listen. I get goosebumps. I get chills.
Me too.
I've cried.
Yeah.
I remember I went 10, 11 years ago with my mother. We were in D.C. and the 3 fighter jets came over. I was crying. I was literally crying. It was unbelievable.
So literally every year, if I miss the Army Navy game, like if I forget it, I get so pissed because I actually videotape it, like put it on the DVR.
Yeah.
Like when Army comes in, they got the Apaches that come over when they're coming out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And Navy's got the F-14s that are flying by. It's amazing.
Oh, so the Army does the helicopters.
Yeah.
and the
They
Navy
do the
does fighter
Apaches. They're
jets.
sick.
So does the Army not have fighter jets?
Army has
Do you know the answer
an
to that
F-30.
question?
I do because of my son.
Yeah.
The Army has an F-35, and they have some other stuff like A-10s and stuff
But
like
the
that.
Navy's the one that
But they
has
have mostly
all
choppers.
of
Yeah,
them.
they mostly have choppers.
And then
The
obviously
Army.
the Air Force has.
Yeah. But I get goosebumps still.
I just love Trump so much, man. I love everything about him. I love everything about our country.
you know what the
obviously-
government? Do you know what the government shutdown that like the air shows and everything are canceled?
Yeah.
Like the Blue Angels can't fly.
Yeah.
Like it was bad, man.
Yeah, and yesterday was Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And so here we are, what should be like the most grateful. Matthew McConaughey did a really good bit. He said, if you're waking up today and you have the freedom to say what you want, you have the freedom to go where you want, you have the freedom to do what you want.
It's because of one
You
thing.
need to find somebody. You need to thank a veteran.
100%.
And I thought it was a really, really good way. I said something to my 3 Snapchat followers yesterday. I think you watched it. That essentially said the same sort of thing. We are so blessed to live in this country, and unfortunately, our way of life is under attack, and it is, and we are the last man standing. If we lose our republic here, if we lose, the freedom that we have, there is nobody coming.
Yeah.
We are it. We are the last ones. I mean, what's happening in Europe, that's exactly what would happen here. They're trying to do it in a lot of these, democratic cities. And that's why you see Trump fighting the way he's fighting. Did you see what happened getting on Trump also? He said, that lady goes, Mr. President, are you going at war with Chicago? He's like, no. He's like, no, you're fake news. That's why you don't get any ratings. It's a ridiculous question. We're not going to war with Chicago, okay? What we're trying to do is stop 2, 3, 4, 5 people dying every single day in Chicago.
By
We're
sending
trying
in
to
the
clean up the
reserves.
cities is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
worked in D.C.
Yeah, it's so crazy the way that they go after him, man.
What I don't like is and don't get me wrong, everyone could choose what they want to be. I don't like that they have Gay Pride Month, like a whole month.
Yeah.
And how do we have one day for our veterans?
Yeah.
Like make that make sense.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah, none of that stuff ever made any sense to me. The idea of gay pride also is such an absurd idea, just on face value. Not saying I'm not being anti-homosexual. I don't really care who and what you do. What I'm saying is, if you have pride, you don't need to tell people that you have pride.
Correct.
That's the whole entire point. Like, if you really love who you are and you're proud of who you are, you don't need to remind everybody else that you're proud of who you are. I just don't think that makes any sense.
So did you see the San Francisco 49ers last week, their game? So before the game, I guess they had a World War II veteran out there.
Okay.
Guy was 105 years old.
Wow.
McCaffrey came over. Kittle came over. pictures, hugs, this, that. I mean, it was amazing. It teared me up a little bit because it's what it should be.
Yeah.
105 years old.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Are you into like watching do you watch like old World War II?
No.
Like stuff like that?
No.
So I had a thing come up and pop up on my phone the other day. I kind of watch that stuff. I love the old
Well, you're 100
carriers.
years old, Eddie.
Yeah, I like Pearl Harbor and, all that good stuff. Midway. I watched it all.
I used to watch all that with my grandfather. God rest his soul. He was a Marine. He's gone now.
There was the gunners in the back of the fighters, where on some of the like torpedo planes, they got the pilot here and in the back he has a gun.
Yeah.
And he's protecting the rear of the plane. So they showed a plane come down. The gunner was dead.
Okay.
So they take the plane back then, and their ultimate salute for that soldier, they take the plane, they do a bunch of stuff to it, they cover him in the back of the plane, and they take the plane to the back of the ship, and they drop it off the back of the ship and bury the guy into the sea. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
It was like I was watching it.
How long ago? Like, do you
1941 and
Okay,
42.
so that was back then.
But I'm just saying, there's no pride like that anymore, Gabe.
Yeah.
Like, these guys died. I don't think these kids nowadays, they don't care.
No, they don't understand.
And it's really, sad.
They don't ever understand until it's time for them to realize what's happened. And that's the thing. Mike Tyson has that great line. Everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth. That's what these 18, 19, 20-year-old kids are like.
Yeah.
They all have a plan. They all have the ideas. And then somebody shows them they need to stand by their convictions. And that's why you don't see anybody standing by their convictions, and listen, it's sad. It's sad what's happened with police officers. I have police officers in my family that I absolutely respect and admire. It's sad what we're doing to the police in this country, what we do to the military. I mean, every ICE agent's being doxxed now just for going out and doing their job. By the way, they're going after people that are in the country illegally. They've committed a crime. They may not have committed
malicious
another
crimes.
Crime.
Death,
they may
rape,
not have,
murder.
Well, hold on. That's obvious. But I'm saying they're also going after people that may not have committed another crime. Tom Homey came out and said, but
how about
the issue
before
is
the crime happens? They're trying to get it before it happens.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is,
MS-13
but it's a crime to be here illegally.
Correct.
That in itself is a crime. That's enough to send you packing.
But Gabe, these aren't hardworking people that floated over on a boat. These are ones that they emptied jails in these countries to flood our country with gangbang, bad guys.
I don't have the statistics, but yes, a lot of them are exactly what you're saying, but a lot of them are not.
Correct.
The point that I'm trying to make,
you can't decipher. You got to get them all out.
You're already committing a crime.
Correct.
You don't have to commit another crime.
Holman says that all the time.
The first one is a crime, and that's what people, and they're like, oh, well, it's not that big a deal. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you committed a crime. You're not allowed to be in the country. Like, Canada does the same thing. You can't go to Canada. Like, if you've got a felony, you can't go to Canada. Some people, if you have a DUI, they won't let you in. Like, nobody says anything about Canada.
Yeah.
We just get beat up about that stuff.
So speaking of the police,
yeah,
the Madami Salami, whatever the guy from New York that just won. Yeah. Did you see when he got elected? 117 New York's finest, which that's a tough job. You've been to New York?
Yeah, I have.
That's Subway.
Beautiful city.
I've gone to Subway.
It's a beautiful city aesthetically, but some of it is,
you got to literally kiss your wife goodnight when you leave to go to work.
Yeah.
You might not come back.
Yeah, there's some
that's a rough city, man. Yeah. Those Subways and stuff, man.
Rudy Giuliani cleaned it up a little bit with the stop and frisk, and then they found that to be unconstitutional and everything. But
so 117 cops took early retirement the minute that guy got elected.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
So there you go.
117.
So who do you think is going to fill those positions?
I don't even think he wants them filled. He's talking about defunding the police and no security in New York.
Yeah,
City.
he's the big commie.
So you already see that he promised the free buses and all that.
Yeah.
The governor, what's her name? I don't know what her name is. The governor there. She already came out and said they can't take money from here to do that. So it's just all lies. The guy was just smoke and mirrors. Like, it's a shit show already. There's people turning on him already.
That's the whole.
He came out the next day and started asking for money. Did you see that? Something.com. He's asking for money already. From the people.
To put his
to fund
ridiculous policies into effect.
Yeah.
I mean, what else did you expect? If you can't take the money from the American people, you have to get it from people that are actually that giving, like the George Soros people. And by the way, when I say giving, I mean giving, air quotes. But you have to get it with people that are in line with your agenda. Like when Trump had people, he had these donors that were paying the military over the last couple of weeks, those are people that are perfectly in line with him that just have all the money.
Correct.
And they're doing that. He needs to find somebody that's going to do
And there's going to
him.
be there's a lot of billionaires that are Democrats. There's going to be people that, like Mikey said, there's going to be guys that want his system to work so they could say, "Told you so."
Yeah, but it's a big difference to donate $2 million and to donate $2 billion.
Yeah.
You're talking about New York City that has tens of millions of people, right? In like that little, isn't it like 30 million people, Jimmy, in New York City?
Yeah.
It's like 30 million people, I think. We only have 300 million in the whole country. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
360.
Yeah. And
360 or 340.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and I think that like, close to a tenth of them live there. So, think about all of the amount of money that you have to go to afford all those ridiculous programs. You're just handing away, millions of dollars daily. Daily. 8.5 million people in New York? Oh, okay. Okay, in New York
Just the
City.
city.
Okay.
Not
all right.
the- not
okay,
the
so they're actually, thank you for that. So they're actually so they don't make up 10%. They make close to 2% of our country. But still, 8 million people, and if you're giving, X amount of people, if you were giving them $20 a day, 20 million in the whole state. Yeah, but New York City's all that we're talking about with this. The rest of the state isn't as corrupt and messed up as, New York City.
You know what I can't wait for?
What?
I can't wait for ICE to go in there and for this Mandami guy to try to interfere. I want to see if Trump arrests him.
Yeah,
Trump
for
came
sure.
straight out and said he's going to get arrested.
Oh yeah, he will.
I can't wait. That's going to be
Yeah, he will.
that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, he will. There's no doubt in my mind that Trump will do every single thing that he possibly can to put these people behind bars because he truly believes in the freedom of Americans, and he realizes how under attack we actually are. And we are, by the way. Our way of life is 100% under attack.
All right, so let's move
What
on.
else you got for me, leader?
Let's move on to a different subject
Point
here.
guard Pete over here. Pistol Pete Mavericks today.
Let's take 10 seconds right now for a moment of silence.
Okay, for what?
Last week you saw a Dallas Cowboy
You
committed
can't
suicide.
have a moment of silence if you're talking.
Marshawn Nealon
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not going to joke about that.
passed away for the Cowboys, so we're going to give a 10-cent moment of silence here. All right, so let's get into this now, Gabe, because this is like a big thing with athletes now.
It's a big thing with men in general, and I could do an hour and a half on this.
You literally, every season that goes by, we're gonna lose a few players here and there, and there's gonna be owners.
But this wasn't a
this
CTE concussion thing. Let's be very clear.
Correct.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but let's be very clear. This was mental.
Okay,
this was mental instability. This was
but hold
mental
on.
health issue.
Okay, but hold on.
Go ahead.
We can't rule CTE out, and I'm going to tell you why. This kid's probably been playing football since Pop Warner.
Yeah.
You play football when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, so did I. Okay, so he might have been playing since Pop Warner, and you're a little younger than me. Okay, so when I played high school football,
I'm a lot younger than you.
So when I played high school football, right, I remember very vividly to this day.
I might not look it.
So we're playing Derby. It's our biggest rival, right? And I'm on the outside. I'm on the gunner on the outside on the opening kickoff. And they're the next town over from us. So we know all those kids. Like we play against them every year. Baseball, basketball. Everyone's on the same team, right?
Yeah.
They're really good athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this kid, Mike, God, what was his name? Michael.
Let's not lose people's
Michael's
names.
something. He was a big kid. He was probably 6'6", maybe 250, and I'm
just huge back then.
I'm 5'11", 155 in high school, right?
Yeah.
So I'm coming down, and you just want to get that first stick of the game. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So the play is going the other way, and for some reason I run right to Mike, and I just lower my head, and I go right into him full speed. I go on the ground. He's standing up. He's laughing at me. He's like, "Ed, what the fuck are you doing?" Because we played baseball against each other.
Yeah.
He was a really good pitcher, and I was really good in baseball. So he looked at me and literally laughed and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Man, I was too pumped up." So I go over to the sideline. Gabe, I'm concussed for sure.
Yeah.
Now, back then, there was no such thing as concussions.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't think that this is a CTE thing. This is
No. But I'm getting to the point.
All right.
So my point is, I go over to the sideline, and the coach is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm not even answering." They just give you smelling salts, right? Don't be a pussy. Get back in there, right?
Yeah.
There's none of this protocol and go under a tent.
Yeah.
And 3 guys look at you. There was nothing like that. So my point to you is, if this kid was playing Pop Warner, which I'm sure he was. He's a stud, right? You don't make it to the NFL without being a stud. Let's make that perfectly clear.
Yeah.
So he's elite. He's playing Pop Warner, high school, big-time college football, 2 years in the NFL. And he's a defensive end. So he's hitting heads a lot. So is it CTE? I'm not saying it's going to be, but all I'm saying to is you never know because the guy's been banging his head for 14,
So from what
years.
I know, his mother passed away, and he was grieving, hardcore grieving.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we're not doctors, okay? I don't want to debate CTE and brain injuries because the smartest doctors in the world don't really know what happens to a brain when it gets concussed. It's true. They really don't, okay? So I don't want to take this story from the medical angle, okay? You can, if you'd like to, and you may opine, and I'll just be quiet. I do know a lot about mental health and depression and grief, and that's something that all of us experience, okay? And
now, if I'm correct, he did write a. It was suicide, right? He did write a note, right? There was a note.
suicide. I don't know. If
there was a note, and he called his girlfriend and told him he was going to do it. He said goodbye.
I've heard a couple different things.
Yeah.
I don't know. What I know is that I know that his girlfriend was pregnant.
Correct.
Okay, so let's assume that
And
it was his.
He was
okay?
running. He was running.
Let's assume
from,
there was nothing untoward. Let's assume that
correct.
it was his.
And he was running from the police.
Yeah,
They were chasing
He had
him.
called them and told them that he was going to kill himself. Also, was a story that I read.
I also heard it could have been a hit and run.
But what we really need to focus here, okay, is it's 100% a mental health issue, okay, and we need to stop.
So the people that don't know, just real quick, Gabe, not to cut you off, but for the people that don't know out there, the police found him in a dead end street in a porta potty. The cop came up and saw a stream of red come out of the door.
Yeah.
And he shot himself in the head.
Yeah. 24 years old,
yeah,
had just scored a touchdown
the day before,
the week before.
Yeah.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
Block punt.
He's on, as much as it pains me to say this, he is on the premier sports team in all the professional sports. Okay.
And for him to say that,
is, I'm a Redskins fan. Okay, everything's Redskins.
It
right?
is. It's just a different. It's
It's
just a different animal.
It's just a different animal when you play for the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm not.
So what makes a 24-year-old kid?
I'm not going to get into
do that.
What his. I don't want to talk about the why. What I want to talk about, and what I think is important to talk about, because if we listen to anybody, if we have anybody listening that has mental health issues, the most important thing with mental health that we have to focus on is, are you comfortable and content with your station in life? And if you're not, what are you doing about it? Okay? That is the most important thing that people don't realize, all right? If you're feeling good about who you are, then what he says about you and what he says about you and what she says about you should have no effect on you. And we're so close now, and I'm not saying this was this issue, but what I'm saying is we're so conditioned to care what other people think, okay? Especially the youngsters coming up. They care about their brand. They care about their likes. They care about their subscriptions. They care about all this bullshit that at the end of the day does not matter. What matters is that he left behind a pregnant girlfriend and his offspring, okay? I'm not putting him down for it. I don't want to get on that side of it, okay? Mikey would have something different to say. Nick may.
I
Dave,
actually have something.
You may also, okay? I am not as heartless. One of my very good friends growing up killed himself. Gosh, I think it's been 4 years now, okay? One of my, we weren't talking, but he was one of the best people that I'd ever known, and he shot himself. And, then I had another person that was close to me that had some brain trauma, and he hung himself. And, you see these people that are doing these things, and that pain that they have inside of them, that's the only way that they could deal with it. And I want people to realize
What is that from, though, Gabe? Is that from an upbringing?
Listen,
did he not have a father?
Listen, I got to tell you. I'm going to tell you
I'm
right
just
now.
thinking, he's a millionaire.
I get it. Yeah,
playing
but money,
I
money
get it.
doesn't matter.
That's my point to you. So I'm trying to get to the root. Was there no dad in the house growing up? Was he beaten as a kid?
But every one of these situations are different. The thing that's going to be 100%.
What would make you take your life when you're a millionaire, good-looking guy, baby coming,
grief,
millions of dollars coming in the future, to take your own life?
Grief is very difficult, okay? I have had I don't talk about my personal life on here a lot because I don't think that it necessarily helps anybody.
Except for The Notebook.
But I will, yeah, well, The Notebook's the greatest movie.
The
of all
dating
time.
the dating side.
The thing that I will talk about, though, is that I've had things that have happened in my life that I'm telling you right now, if I was not a Christian and I did not know that the Lord had a plan for me, I can understand why people take that way out. Because the thing that's kept me going for the last 4 years of my life has been the fact that I know that I have an almighty creator who has a plan for me. I may not like the plan. I may not like where we are in the plan. I may not know what's going to happen later on in the plan, but I know that I'm supposed to be here. And there's another thing that goes around on TikTok a lot. It says, it's one of these little things that they put. It says, when you see a man and you see him struggling, realize the only reason that guy is here is because he doesn't want to have a mother that had to bury her son, a sister that had to bury her brother, a wife that had to bury her husband, or a child that had to bury his father. Men are out doing all of these things, and we don't talk about male mental illness that much. A lot of times, especially now, I'm going to sound like a misogynist, and I don't care if I do, especially with women. When you open up to women and you tell your woman how you feel, a lot of times it is perceived as weakness. It just is. It's perceived as weakness. That's the reason that men don't cry. That's the reason that men don't speak of love as much. That's the reason that everybody made fun of me when I talked about my loyalty to women. That's the reason, because, men are out here trying to do everything that they could possibly do to protect and provide, which is our job as a species. And maybe there was something going on with him that he felt inadequate. And when he felt inadequate, he said, you know what? This is just too much to bear. Yeah, you and me on the outside looking in, like, good-looking dude, got a girlfriend, got a kid on the way. Was probably, making $4, $5, $6 million. His second year in the league or first year in the league. Second year in the league. Yeah, it looks like on the outside how great. But how many times have you asked me over the last 3 or 4 years, Gabe, I look at your life and you're going on vacation and vacation and vacation. How in the world do you feel the way you feel? And I always try to explain to you, Eddie, it's not about that. When you love people and you don't get to be with them anymore, his mother, when you love people and you don't get to have them in your life anymore, it is such an unbearable weight that the only thing that got me through it was my Christianity. It's the only thing. I have a beautiful support system with people like you and Nick, my mother. I've got a beautiful sister. I've got a lot of people in my life also, but there were times things got real dark.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially, I don't know if he was drinking or not, but especially if he was drinking, I don't know if he was drinking or using drugs. I'm not saying he was, but a lot of people, they get in the bottle, they get in the needle, they get in drugs, and now they're not thinking the right way, and boom. It's so easy to pull the trigger. That's the thing. People don't realize it's so easy to pull the trigger.
I understand, man. As a dad, he's got a kid on the way. It's just so selfish to just do that to your family, and now they got to deal with all the aftermath, and this girl has to raise a kid, and the kid never sees his dad. Me personally, I just could never do it, man. Like, my life is tough, bro. I got 2 kids, single dad, crazy ex-girl. Like, my life is very difficult. I don't say that, Gabe, to a lot of people. You know it.
Yeah.
Mikey knows it. Like, sometimes it's paycheck to paycheck. It's, it's a struggle, man, but I'll never give up for my kids. Never. Yeah. My dad left when I was 4 years old. I don't tell too many people that.
Yeah.
I will never leave my kids, bro.
Yeah.
You'd have to fucking kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? I just don't understand.
But you also have an inherent self-confidence, and you also have a contentment with who you are.
But how can this kid not have self-confidence? I'm just saying, I'm trying to debate you right now. He made the NFL. You're the elite. You're like less than how many people you think make the NFL?
It's
0.00009 or whatever.
Yeah, it's so low.
Like, you are the elite.
Literally 1 in a million.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, my kid, the other day, my kid says, hey, Dad, I want to play spring football. I'm like, absolutely not. And he's like, why, Dad? And I'm like, because you play golf, you're going in the Navy, you're going to fly fighters. I played all the sports. What, you're going to go in there and wreck your knee?
Yeah.
Like, he's not built for football. Like, you're going to go tear your knee up, and now you're going to get surgery, and now you can't. Now the Navy says no.
Yeah.
You can't fly fighters. I'm not. As a dad, I'm going to protect him there, and I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
And I don't say no to him ever.
Yeah.
But, it's just, I don't know, man. I have a hard time, Gabe.
You called it selfish, and I can't disagree that when you look at all the people that may have been counting on him, that it might come across that way. What I'm trying to impart on you is
It's a sickness.
It may
I
have
get
been
it.
the only possible way that he could stop the voices in his head. See, we see a lot of famous people. Robin Williams.
So I have a
Robin
question.
Williams, guys. I mean, has anybody, I'm getting chills.
All these comedians
Has
do that.
anybody seen a funnier human being on the planet than Robin Williams?
John Candy,
I mean,
too,
he made
right?
everybody in his life.
Yeah.
He made everybody in his life laugh.
Didn't Candy, though, as well?
I don't think Candy killed himself.
Didn't John
Candy
Candy-
didn't kill himself, did he, Jimmy?
Suicide, right?
No, John Candy didn't kill himself.
How about John Belushi?
John Belushi did, but that was with drugs.
They're all comedians. I
That
know,
wasn't
but-
on purpose.
But they're all comedians. That's what I'm trying
yeah,
to
but
say.
that wasn't on purpose.
Louis Anderson?
Oh, dude, I don't think he killed himself either. He just died because he was really fat. Yeah, John
Candy
Candy
was
was a heart attack. John Belushi also,
John
I'm pretty
Belushi
sure,
was
a heart
suicide,
attack.
right?
Heart attack or drug overdose. Yeah, but
Heath Ledger?
and again, they have the
Heath Ledger?
They have the Heath Ledger was definitely a drug overdose. Correct?
No.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. I
Well,
think-
he was in the character Joker, and he was insane. They said he was just like all drugged out, and
Heath Ledger cause of death was an accidental overdose. See, when you're looking at all of these accidental overdoses, you could put them in the exact same
they're trying to escape reality.
part of the pie chart. Yes, where as great as their lives are, I mean, he won an Oscar posthumously.
Best Joker,
You know,
ever. Best
like-
Joker ever by
Like
far.
these are people that, but they've got this thing inside of them, and you know maybe they don't feel they're good enough, and that's why that's why I built in the beginning of this. And I say this so many times to so many different people. You've got to find a way in this world where you can look yourself in the mirror and like who's looking back at you. Because like I said all the time, I've got a lot of people that make a lot of... My mother, before I went over to her house today, before I left her house, my mom goes, "You realize you look more homeless today than you normally do." I swear to God, that's what my mom said to me. And I said,
That's
"Why?"
funny because we always say that to you
Yeah.
joking.
I said,
Now
"Why?"
your mom's saying it?
She said, "You got a Christmas beanie on, and it's November." I said, "Well, how does that make me homeless?" She goes, "Only a homeless person would be wearing a Christmas beanie
They found
in
it on the
November because
street
it's
or-
their only hat."
Goodwill.
She's like, "You're making it," and see, that's my mother, who I adore and I love more than anything, and I don't even care about her.
She's just being honest.
But that's because
That's the funny
but the
part.
point I'm trying to make is I have found a way where I really, really like the man that's looking back at me.
Yeah.
Okay, and
You
that's
dress
what you have to do.
outlandish all the time. You always
Yeah,
do.
I always have, and
You always
that's just my thing. But I do it because the way I like it. I understand that my beard looking like this doesn't make me as attractive to the opposite sex as I wish it did, but I like it. I agree that if I cut my hair a little bit better, I like it. But that's the thing. I do it because I like it. I found a way to like me. You know, you have to find a way to like you. You don't have to find a way to get everybody else to like you.
Yeah, I get
That's the issue. And it's so weird when you see these athletes are different, but when you see famous artists like the Jimmy, who was the incredible singer who died at like 30? Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse. She was like an artist's artist, okay? Everybody loved her. And drug overdose. Well, drug overdose essentially means suicide.
Yeah.
Because
You're either drinking yourself to death or you're putting a
Exactly.
needle in your arm.
And you get these people that are so talented that you would think found a way to deal with their shit. And you have people killing themselves all the time. And this is just another way where everybody on the outside looking in is looking at this guy and going, "Man, he has it all. He's 24 years old. He just scored a touchdown on Monday night. Like, he's got this amazing thing going. He's got a kid coming. I'm sure that the girlfriend was a smoke show. He's got all these great things. And there's something inside of him that he just couldn't get past. He took his own life. And it's extremely sad. You know, you can call it selfish. And I'm not saying that it's not selfish on the outside looking in. What I'm saying is my heart breaks for him. My heart breaks for his family. My heart breaks for his fans. And my heart breaks for his teammates and his friends, because
they got to deal with it.
he didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't go.
I wonder if the Cowboys knew.
No.
You know, because they have a lot of programs in the NFL that
don't think so.
you could put people into programs.
I would, because I think Jera, as much as people like to hate on him, I think that Jerry Jones is a guy who really loves his players.
Yeah, and they all love him.
Yeah, and they all love
even
him.
when they're done. They
They
stay
and
and
I
come
don't
back.
think. I think that if he had known, I think that he would have fought and fought and fought to make sure that that guy was okay. You know, but if you have these issues, I'm just telling you, you call somebody. You could find my number and call me.
Yeah.
Okay, I will talk to you for hours upon hours. I can't tell you how many friends and family members, loved ones, girls, guys. I can't tell you how many times I've been on the phone with somebody that was just having a real rough go of it.
Yeah.
And the way that I handle it is very simple, okay? It's a very simple process. I remind them who the fuck they are. I find the good things that I like about them. and I remind them the good qualities that they have. And I remind the good qualities that I know that they like in themselves. And you over-exaggerate those to get them to go, okay, remember how you used to be this and now you're this? You can do the same thing with the things that you might not want to talk about, okay? And that is the most important thing, is to just help the people that are in your life, whether it's passing on a street or whether it's someone you know in 100 years. You've got to love people, man.
Yeah.
And there's nobody that's ever going to say about Gabriel that I don't love the way that people are supposed to love. I try my best and I fail every day, but Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, loves us unconditionally.
All right, so
and that's how I try and love
So we'll wrap this up by saying,
Go.
If anyone out there needs help or you're in trouble, you always should reach out.
Always.
Don't keep it in. Find some help and take care of it.
Yeah,
All
that's a really, really sad issue. What do you got for us?
All right,
up
so
next?
now we're
How
going
do we
to
segue to the next.
We're jumping into some sports.
I mean, I
All
guess
right,
it's a segue.
So obviously, me and you are big hockey guys. The rest of the guys here, Nick obviously.
Nick's a bigger hockey guy than I'm. Brian's the biggest, I think.
So
I
did
think
you
Brian's
see?
bigger than you.
So did no? I don't know. I doubt it. So all right. So did you see Connor McDavid's goal the other night?
Unbelievable.
He literally comes in from the opposite side,
a
slow,
backwards
slow.
360.
I mean, it was just that guy is.
And by
just
the way, he didn't even seem impressed.
No.
Did you see him just skating around the ice? He's like, ho hum.
nonchalant.
Yeah, nonchalant.
Like expects.
He's like,
hold on.
I'm the best player in the
expects to
world. Of
do it.
course I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He expects that. And the guys on the bench, you see their mouths open, and
Yeah.
he's just. Hey.
I had to watch that thing 20 times.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm like, did he really? I'm like thinking, like, did it get tipped? Was he trying? No, that's exactly what he was trying to do.
All right, so let's get into the NFL.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So obviously, you just saw Brian Dable get fired from the Giants.
I did.
The Jets are an absolute mess.
Yeah.
They just had a dumpster fire sale.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm asking you is, why in the NFL? No, I'm not going after the Redskins.
No.
We already know the
No,
owner.
I know what you're gonna. You're gonna ask.
The reason your
you're
team
gonna
has
ask
been
why are there so many bad teams?
the reason your team was bad for 15 years there was because Schneider he's just
I
terrible.
mean, it was 30 years, but yeah.
Did he own it that long?
Snyder. Well, I mean, we would last.
No, I'm saying, but
we
he
last won
owned
the
it.
Super Bowl in '92. I think he bought the team in '98.
I mean, but just
So it was like
just
20
non-competitive. He was just a
Yeah.
terrible owner,
Yeah.
which is amazing. How can you be a billionaire and be so? Obviously, the guy's intelligent, right? You can't become a billionaire.
But he doesn't know sports. And he was putting people in there that thought you could buy.
But how could you not be?
you
smart
can't buy a
enough to-
Super Bowl in the NFL.
No,
That's not how it works.
You got to have the right guys from the top.
Yeah, you cannot.
GM's the most important.
This is not baseball where you can go and buy a World Series.
So my point to you is, why in the NFL is there teams and franchises that are just so bad?
So let me tell you the answer. It's very simple.
Hold on. The Browns,
Yeah, dude,
Jets,
we know the teams.
the Giants,
We know the teams.
year after year after year.
We know the teams.
Now the Lions turned it around. Why?
Can I give you my answer?
Because they got a head coach.
Let me give you my answer. The answer is very simple, okay? The league is set up for parity, okay? That's
Agreed.
what it's set up for.
Agreed.
It's
With the salary cap.
It's set up for 10 and 7 teams to be 7 and 10 the next year. The way that the schedule lines up, you have to go play. You play the 4 seed plays the 4 seed.
Correct.
The 3 seed plays in the 1 seed. So
And there's really only one way to beat the parity. You got to have an elite quarterback.
yeah, you have to have an
Elite quarterback
Yes.
beats the salary
Yes,
cap.
when you have an elite quarterback, especially on a rookie deal,
Correct.
that's when they get good.
Or a
But-
guy like Brady who takes play cuts and.
But the very simple reason is the New York Football Giants they thought they missed with Daniel Jones. Now Daniel Jones is lighting it up in Indy, but he also has Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. They've got a defense. They've got a lot
an
of
offensive
pieces
line.
there, okay, yeah, and that's another big deal. But if you don't have a quarterback, everybody you named,
they have continuity.
the
is what
Cleveland
they have.
Browns, the New York Jets, and the New York Giants have not had a quarterback.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
I don't want to cut you off, but
Go.
you said Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
Do you know right now, as we speak,
yeah,
they have 8 quarterbacks that are being paid on their roster right now? 8.
yeah.
I
Well,
couldn't believe it. When I looked down the list, they're still
think about
paying.
who they
like-
had too. They had Baker. They let him go.
Yep. They're
They
still
had-
paying a little
who
him.
did Baker-
Watson.
Who did Baker play the other day? Baker played somebody the other day that they both were in Cleveland.
The Patriots.
Not Drake May.
They paid last week. They played the
No,
Patriots.
no. They played somebody that the quarterback was also the Browns quarterback. Can't remember who it was, but they had Baker. They've had quarterbacks that they just for some reason.
Why are they not playing this Shador kid right now?
I don't know.
It's like
listen. I'm not a talent evaluator. I don't know.
no, but
the
I'm just
answer to that
saying, like
question. It could be because his last name's Sanders.
I mean, I think so. Like the league is actually like, hey, man,
Yeah, I mean, maybe they don't like him. That just
the way he was cocky during the
But
draft.
that's the thing, man. These teams in football parity, they're supposed to take teams from 10-7 and make them 7-10. They're supposed to allow teams that are 7-10 to go to 10-7. It's not set up for teams that are 15-2 to go 2-15, and it's not set up for teams that are 2-15 to go to 15-2. It's not how the league's set up. You can't go in and spend
not unless you draft the quarterback
can't go
who comes in and he's Tom
$70
Brady.
million to bring in an offensive line, a pass rusher, and then also, oh, by the way, also pay a quarterback. It doesn't work that way. You've got to get, the reason the Redskins were so good last year is because we got Jaden. The reason the Redskins suck this year is because Jaden can't play. Not saying he's bad. I'm saying because he's been injured. Okay? That shows that the Redskins are a perfect team. We were 12-5 last year, and now we're 3-7 because he's not playing.
Correct.
It's very simple. Okay?
Even like when Miami drafted Tua. Remember they were like tank for Tua,
everybody
tank
wanted
for
to
Tua?
tank for Tua, yeah.
Okay. I was sitting watching that draft, and I'll never forget. I was sitting there with my son, and I texted Matto. Matto is a big Dolphins fan. And I texted him right when they drafted him. I'm like, my God, how did you not draft Herbert right there?
Yeah.
Like, so then the coach gets fired. The GM somehow stays.
Where did Herbert go to college?
Oregon.
Okay.
So here you got Herbert, who's 6'5", big arm.
6'6".
Whatever he is, can run, doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
And then here comes the GM or the owner from the Dolphins. I want Tua.
Yeah.
Because there was rifts there. Because remember, who was the coach there? Who was the coach? He was a defensive coordinator. He's in Minnesota right now. Very good defensive black guy.
I have no
very
idea.
very good defensive coordinator.
I have no idea.
He wanted Herbert, and there was a big rift, and that's why he got fired. It was a whole big thing there. But how do you draft Tua? He's 5'10", lefty.
I mean,
injury prone in college, not a big arm. Like, and
it could have been because they were thinking that he might be a better marketing capability in Miami.
But you know what I'm saying, Gabe?
That could be it.
Those decisions set a franchise back.
Yes, they do.
5 to 10 years.
And that's why these teams keep. That's why you have the
Browns
same teams that are
every
down
year.
there because
Jets.
if they don't hit with the quarterback, they're continuously chasing that quarterback because you cannot win in this league without an elite quarterback. You can't do it. You can win 8 games, you can win 10 games, but you cannot compete with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. You can't do it without a top guy, a Justin Herbert, a Drew Brees, a Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you can't.
All right, so we picked our teams that we thought were going to be in. Who did you pick for the Super Bowl before when we all
Redskins and Bills, I think.
And I picked Ravens. And I believe Detroit. Who do you like now? Who do you think are the give me the 3 best
Who do I want to
give
go
me
in,
your
or
3
who do I
best
think's going to go in?
Give me your 3 best teams from the NFC right now and the 3 best teams from the AFC.
The 3 best teams from the NFC are probably Detroit, Tampa, and the Rams, maybe?
Wow, you don't like Seattle right now?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You didn't get a good enough look when they just destroyed your Redskins?
Nah.
They put like 30 on you in the first half.
No.
Wow.
No, I don't think.
Why? Because of Sam Darnold?
I don't think. I mean, all they have is JSN. That's all they have.
What are you talking about?
All they have is JSN. Their other guys are Barner and they're not.
They got 2 good running backs. They got a decent quarterback.
Listen to me.
Listen, I just
they don't
watched,
even win their division.
I just listen.
Okay?
I
They
just,
don't even win their division.
I just watched their last game. Their defense is fucking elite.
They don't even win their division. Matt Stafford, Devontae Adams,
Stafford's on
Puka
fire right now.
Nacua.
Have you seen Stafford?
Yeah.
Twice he's thrown 5 touchdowns
Yeah,
this year.
The guy's a Hall of Famer.
I
He's
think
unbelievable.
he has 20 touchdowns and no picks in his last 6 games or
He's
something
unbelievable.
stupid like that.
But Kyron Williams. I mean, dude, the Rams will win that division.
You know, McVay was going to quit a
Who
couple
are your
years
3?
ago.
Tell me your 3.
I like
Detroit, Seattle, and who else?
Detroit, Seattle, Rams. And in the AFC, I like Ravens, Chiefs.
Who did I say? Detroit, the Rams, and Tampa? Is that who I said?
You like Baker, yeah.
I just love Baker, yeah.
And I like the Ravens, the Pats, and the Chiefs. I think the Pats are coming, man.
Stop it.
What?
You didn't put the Buffalo Bills.
No. I hate the Bills.
Come on.
I hate the
Josh
Bills. I have
Allen-
friends that are Bills
Josh
fans.
Allen's probably like my favorite player, not named,
Yeah, but he can't.
Not on a
He can't win a big game.
He will.
When?
He will this year. I think Buffalo Bills go this year. My Super Bowl picks right now are the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams.
Mark that.
But I hope it's Detroit.
Jimmy, mark that.
I'd rather see Detroit and Buffalo. I'd love to see a team that's never won it just win it.
I'm going Rams. Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win out, man.
Listen, I think
this is insane. I think the Ravens are going to win out.
Lamar's so good. Derrick Henry's so good. But
I think they're going to win out. They
But I
went through a
just-
little stretch there.
I
Do you know
just-
they're only one game back?
Lamar's going to have to beat either Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. And he's going to have to do it on the road.
You know they were 1
I
and
think
5,
that's
right?
a real tough. Yeah, I think that's a real.
And
tough,
now they've won like 3 or 4
That's a
in a
real
row.
tough ask.
They're only one game out. Pittsburgh's 5 and 4. Like they just shit the bed. They were like 5 and 1.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh's. I mean, they still have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
We're gonna go to Nick's picks right now.
All right, we'll do Nick's picks, and then I got.
By the way,
I got a couple things too. Speed this
all right.
up.
So remember Mikey guaranteed last week?
No, don't get into that. I don't
What do you
want
mean don't get
I don't
into
want him
that?
to shave his head.
It was either shave it or make it platinum or something, right?
Which I said both were stupid. He's got a beautiful head of hair to go with those.
you know it'll
gorgeous
grow.
green
You know
eyes
it
he
grows
has.
like a chia pet, right? I mean,
I
it'll
know,
grow
but
right
I don't
back.
want to see a bald Mikey.
Dude, he said he was doing something
I have no
extreme
idea.
if we did not win the Broly last week, and we lost the Broly.
I have
Not
no
only did we lose, we lost in epic fashion.
Yeah, I have
Who was the only one that was right last week, Gabe?
me?
Yeah.
Me over 28.5, and it almost came in the half. I do not want to see Mikey. I mean, he can color his hair, sure, whatever, but I do not want to see him cut his hair. I had a good weekend with Mikey too. It was my beautiful cousin Shauna's, my personal trainer. It was her birthday, so we went to Tampa. Me,
Trust me, I know. Out of nowhere, I get the slot machine.
yeah, me, my
videos.
beautiful mother, my beautiful cousin, and my uncle. We went and we had an absolute blast, and Mikey was there, and we hung out with Mikey a little bit. You know how Mikey is. He does.
He's the best when
he does
he's
Mikey
the best
things.
when he's.
He wasn't drinking.
No, I'm saying, but when he's on vacation and
Oh.
at casinos, man, he's fun.
Always the best.
He's just fun,
Mikey's
man.
always a great guy.
He's fun.
and we had a good time and you know my mom, God bless her, she bets like $2 $3 spins, and Mikey's out, oh, you know, Miss Tilly, you know, let's all throw 500 in here and just start betting 20 a spin. Mom's like, okay, so we peel off 500 to Mikey, and we're just dusting like 20. We get down to like the last like $90, and we finally drill a bonus.
What are you on, Mo Mummy?
Yeah, of course. And we hit we hit a $30 bonus, and should have paid us a minimum of $3K. It only gave us $2K. So we took you know 700 each and called it a day. But he's just so much fun to hang out with. You know what I mean? Mikey's just a lot of fun.
All right, so we're gonna do our college picks first. Give me that pen, Gabe.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys sent their picks in. So Nick, for all you people out there that want to jump on, this is the week I think we're gonna win this.
I think we're gonna win this week too.
All right, so Mikey's going with the Washington Huskies minus 13.5.
Okay.
Nick is going with Roll Tide, Alabama minus 5.5.
They're playing who?
Uh,
Home against Oklahoma, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
okay.
Yep. Gabriel is taking Texas Tech, just Texas Tech,
Over
team
35
over 35.5.
Yeah.
I was going to take Louisville, but Dave has not sent in his pick. So I'm going with the Hurricanes minus 16.5. I think they're going to just blow out NC State. I'm going to go Miami minus 16.5.
So what are we doing? Are we making are we making Dave's pick for him, or are we just doing this one less?
I mean, he didn't send in the pick. I'm sure he will.
well, it doesn't work like that. We need to give it to our people.
Should I have given him Miami? Or why don't you text Mikey real quick and see what his thing is? In the NFL for the Broly, Nick, Mike, and Dave all have to pay. Gabe is free this week. Gabriel is taking the Redskins again.
On the money line in Madrid, Spain, to beat the Miami Dolphins. I say it's a 27-23 victory.
Is your boy going to play?
No.
Oh, you still got Mariota in there?
Yes.
I hate it.
I know you don't. Miami already won. Miami just had their game.
You know the object of the Broly is to try to win, right?
The Redskins are going to win, and it's plus 130.
You've lost on them like 3 times in a row.
Okay, well, then I'm due.
All right. Nick's taking San Francisco.
At a roulette table, you could play the zeros all you want. Eventually, that thing's going to come up green, buddy.
Not when I was on the cruise, they didn't, buddy. Nick's
got-
taking San Francisco 49ers minus 2.5.
Against?
No,
Do you not know this already?
buddy.
Another thing with the Redskins, too, I got to tell a quick story. So I had 6 of 7 in last week on one, and I had 4 of 5 in on another. One of them was for $3,000 on the 4 or 5. I just needed Zach Ertz to score a touchdown. The other one was 6 of 7 for $10,000. I needed Zach Ertz to score a touchdown. He didn't score a touchdown. They threw it to Ben Sinnott, our backup tight end, who I think has 2 touchdowns.
Ouch.
$13,000.
San Francisco is playing Arizona at Arizona.
Okay.
And then Mikey's taking the Patriots. Mikey's taking the Patriots at home against the Jets, -6.5. I mean,
Okay.
that sounds like a gimme.
Is that line really only 6.5? Or is he
Yeah, I
buying
mean,
it down?
how is that possible? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, what's he?
He said he wants to buy it down to 6.5.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
He's
say
buying that down to 6.5.
Okay, it was it's 13.
Yeah.
Buying it down. Okay,
All right, so that's what we got for the Brolay. So we got
that's it.
Redskins money line, San Francisco minus what, 5.5?
Yep. No, -2.5.
Minus 2.5.
Redskins money line.
Buy the Patriots down to 6.5.
6.5.
And what's the last one?
Redskins money line.
I got that one. What's the other one?
Dave. We're waiting on Dave.
We don't have a day pick for that either.
No. Been texting him for 6 hours.
Jeez. Well, why don't you do it? Just you do it.
I can't do that.
No, you do it this time. You're gonna have to. He didn't respond. He's got a lot going on. Just you do it. Give it to us for both of them.
What did you want to talk about too? We got 5 minutes.
All right. So while you're looking at that, we had I told our subscribers last week
All 166.
that
Are we at 166, Jimmy? What's our number? How many fans? Total fans.
subscribers he's talking about. I was telling our subscribers last week that if somebody wants to come in and play me for $1,000 and they're
Oh yeah, here we go.
we're at 173. If someone wants to play me for $1,000, that I'll do it. And a good buddy of ours, Joe Sal, he messaged me on Instagram and said, "Hey, I'd like to do that." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "Well, we got to play Champions again." I said, "Yeah, we're not doing that." I said, "Our producer's over here, and you're gonna have to come play the blues. You got to do the exact same thing with Nick." He goes, "Well, I'm just nervous. Like, I don't want it to be a circus, and I want to make sure that the rules of golf are followed." I said, "Joe, Gabriel's involved, so you know it's going to be a circus." I said, "But I can assure you that the rules of golf will be involved because Eddie's the rule person, and you know Joe, obviously, and love Joe."
Yeah.
So Joe said he's in
Okay.
for $1,000. So Joe's going to put up $1,000. I'm going to put up $1,000. We're going to do the same thing. I'm assuming now. I don't run the show, so I'm assuming that that's after our match with me and you
Against Nick.
against Nick and Dave
in the scramble.
in a scramble format. That we're giving them how many?
I believe four aside.
4 aside. They
We
get
have
the
to play
whites,
from the
and
blues,
we get the blues,
and they get the whites.
and that's for $1,000 a man also. And that's supposed to be done here, like in like a week or two.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be harder. It's going to be. They don't realize. Nick does, I think, but you give people 4 strokes in a scramble, you gotta come to play.
Yeah.
Because if they make 4s, we have to birdie that hole, or they win the hole.
Correct. Even if they're making 5s and we're making 4s, it's just a push.
Yeah, exactly.
So
No, we're probably an underdog there.
I would say a little bit of an
We're
underdog.
probably an underdog.
We have to win the holes that we aren't giving strokes. If
Yeah.
we lose one of those holes, we're in big
The
trouble.
only thing that I have that we. Well, if Nick plays the way he plays, then we walk.
Yeah,
But
they're
Nick
drawing.
does not play that.
If Nick doesn't play good,
Yeah,
they're
Nick
drawing
does
dead.
not play that way. But if Nick plays like he normally does, then you have to put the ball in play, and I got to get the old big stick going.
100%.
Because, which,
all
by
we're
the
doing.
way,
So hit a little fairway, and then you're just
by the way,
ripping.
I cracked my driver in that, and I called Callaway. Callaway will not replace my driver, so I'm not real happy with Callaway. Just so everybody knows, Callaway will not replace my driver.
The one I'm replacing it with is Callaway.
Oh, the one you're letting me use? Okay. Yeah, because I'm playing Cabot Citrus Farms.
The
on
one you're
Friday,
purchasing.
so I'm not purchasing.
Oh
it
yeah,
from
you're
you.
purchasing.
No, I'm.
It's only $100.
I'm not buying it.
The shaft's
I'm using it.
$400.
I'm using it.
No. You might crack it.
Oh, if I crack it, then I'll buy it.
No.
$100.
No, you purchased before.
No, I'm not. Anyway,
paid
so
in
Joe
full.
Sal, you're in. I love you. Everybody that knows Joe Sal, I love you. And then a last question I have.
I should get a part-time job. Let's just do our do our own podcast.
No. This isn't as good as with everybody else. But I do want to ask one other question also. And Jimmy, I wouldn't mind if you want to answer this. If you don't want to, that's fine. How early, James, is too early? I obviously want your answer for Christmas drip, like my Christmas clothing that I have. How early is too early for Christmas clothing and for Christmas decorations?
Definitely before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because we haven't had turkey yet, and you're fucking up right now.
So you think it should be
After Thanksgiving.
the day after Thanksgiving,
100%.
Black Friday.
Everybody knows that.
Okay.
Everybody knows that.
So-
you don't know that?
Well, no, I know what everybody says, but I'm curious. Like, am I okay to am I okay because it's me, or should I just not be wearing this stuff?
It's too early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going to wear it, but I was just curious to what we thought. And how long after Christmas can I keep my stuff up?
I'm curious why you asked anybody's opinion.
We know you don't care.
Because I've been getting beat up by everybody. I wanted to see if anybody was on my side. A lot of times, nobody's on my side. So.
Well, you look silly.
Okay, I appreciate that. So how long after Christmas can I leave my decorations up and continue wearing this? This is January 1st?
So I got a question for you. So
Yeah.
can you get any Santa Claus gigs? Like go and let kids sit on your laps and like
I mean,
have you ever thought about that?
I probably could. I mean, I can't imagine it pays real well. Getting snotted on and vomited on.
Go sit in the fucking Volusia Mall. You
Yeah.
go sit in the Volusia Mall and there's like 30
They make good
people.
money? Yeah.
There's like 30 people in the Volusia Mall and you're just sitting there.
I mean, I do it. I would do it if they let me play guitar or something like just Santa Claus is coming to town. I would do that.
Dude.
That'd be fun.
Think about it. Might be a gig for you.
And then the last thing I wanted to touch on, this goes back to the Trump thing. Pat McAfee handled it the
I
way
saw
you're
that.
supposed to handle it.
I saw that.
They were getting on Pat McAfee just like they were getting on Ross St. Brown because Pat McAfee had Trump on his show.
McAfee is not going to
And
cave like
McAfee
St. Brown.
is not going to cave.
No.
Okay, he is a man of convictions. He's a man of principles, and he's going to. Not saying that Amon Ross St. Brown is not. I'm just saying that Pat McAfee does not have to pander to the left because everybody likes him. Disney likes him, which is about as far left as it gets.
That's ESPN.
But he's such a big show that he came in and said, "Hey, listen, he's the president of the United States. If the
Commander-in-Chief is what
Commander
he
in Chief.
said.
If,
Yeah.
if the Commander-in-Chief wants to
Commander-in-Chief.
come and sit on my show, whoever it is, he has carte blanche." to
He said
come
there was
sit on
only
my
one
show.
other president that did.
Who?
He said there was one. He said there was two presidents that ever did it.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, like you said, carte blanche.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm never turning it away. I love when Trump was like, hoorah. It was fucking
yeah,
great.
dude, it's
man.
absolutely fantastic. All right, running out of time. What else do you have?
That's it, man.
All right, so let's just do a quick synopsis, okay? The things that we really need to touch on. The government is back open, okay? No thanks to the Democrats, except for the 4 that switched sides, okay? So thank you for that. Mental health. If you or anybody you know is struggling with this stuff, guys,
Give him a hand. Help him out.
give them a hand. Remind them about the positive things in their life because everybody is right where they're supposed to be, okay? And there is too much hate in this world. You have to have some love. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag Jesus and Gabriel. Love you. Love you, Eddie.
Love you, Mom.